Hi everyone, I'm Haley with Neuhaus Education Center. And in this video, we are going to discuss mastery checks and accurate and automatic reading. We're going to specifically be talking about Mastery Check 2. Mastery Check 2 is to be given after students have been taught and practiced concepts 26 through 50. If you look at concept 50 in your accurate and automatic reading manual here, down at the bottom of page 33, the very last statement, you can see I have it highlighted, is administer Mastery Check 2 after concept 50 has been introduced and practiced. You can also find this information on the Mastery Check 2 page itself. Up here, there's another statement right at the top that says it's to be done after concept 50. You can get copies of the mastery checks in the appendix section of your AAR manual. So if I turn to the appendix, Mastery Check 2 is on page C3. And then if I turn the page to the back, we have the student reading list. You can also find copies of these mastery checks on the neuhaus.org website. So Mastery Check 2 is very similar to Mastery Check 1 in that there's two parts. The first part is all about sounds that letters make, and the second part is about reading. It's just more advanced concepts. So if we look at our Mastery Check here, Part A is all about students are going through the sounds. Again, you're going to present them with index cards of the different sounds that have been the letters that have been introduced, and students are going to give you the sound. Just like in Mastery Check 1, on Mastery Check 2, students cannot make any errors in this section. They have to get it 100% right. In the section that's B, we get a little bit more advanced than we were in Mastery Check 1 when we're on Mastery Check 2. So we have 24 words for students to read, and then also there are 3 sentences for students to read. While you're marking on the student individual copy, students will be reading from this student copy. It has the words up here and the sentences down here. Now, while on Mastery Check 1, students were allowed to miss up to 2 questions or 2 words on Part B. Because we have added sentences down here, now they're allowed to miss up to 3. So they can get 0, 1, 2, or 3 errors and still master Part B. Just like with Mastery Check 1, the entire Mastery Check is to be given individually. You can give these Mastery Checks during your structured literacy time. It should take you a day or 2 to get through most of the students in your class. And like I mentioned on Mastery Check 1, if students have been successful in reading practices, then they should be successful on this Mastery Check. But it's not enough to just give the Mastery Check. You also need to analyze the data and be diagnostic and prescriptive with what the data tells you. So I'd suggest once you have your Mastery Check data completed for your entire class, to lead through yourself through some of these analyzing data questions and do some reflection about what the data is telling you. Look for trends. Look for anything that you might need to reteach or practice whole group or in small groups. Think about whether it's time to move the whole class on. If about 80% of your class has mastered Mastery Check 2, it's time to move the whole class on, or if you need to build in some time to reteach and review. These guiding questions will help you analyze your Mastery Check data. As always, if you have any questions, you can refer to your AAR training manual or training materials for more information.